Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be sharing with you how changing to a plant-based and gluten-free diet has transformed my skin for the better. So as someone who really loves skincare products, I can go on and on all day long about the products that I swear by to keep my skin healthy. However, I want to stress that healthy skin starts from within. Now you can use the most expensive skincare products, but if you do not have a healthy immune system or gut, it's going to manifest itself in the appearance of your skin. So problems such as acne and autoimmune skin disorders like eczema and psoriasis can occur as a result of a compromised immune system and gut. Now I'm going to jump back to 7 years ago before I transitioned to a plant-based and gluten-free diet. At that time, I had no idea that I was sensitive to dairy and gluten. So every time I ate a slice of bread or I had some cheese, my body would just go into like panic overdrive. I mean, it would just shut down. I would have like migraines, I would have headaches, dizzy spells, brain fog, and then chronic fatigue all the time. And not to mention stomach aches, constipation, diarrhea. I had a lot of gas, I had a lot of bloating. I mean, I was feeling lousy all the time. And I had no idea, why is this happening to me? And it was really a scary time. Now my skin was also a mess. I had rashes that would kind of come and go. I had minor eczema on my hands. I mean, I never really suffered from acne, so that was not a problem, but it was really, more of the autoimmune skin disorders like rashes and eczema that I was experiencing. So finally, I decided to see a doctor and I was diagnosed with an intolerance to dairy and gluten. I had no idea that dairy and gluten were damaging the intestinal lining of my body and causing inflammation and thus resulting in, the autoimmune skin disorders that I was having, which is like the eczema as well as the rashes. So then I decided, it's time to heal my body from within. If I want my skin to heal, I'm going to have to clean out my gut, clean out all the bad stuff, get rid of foods that I'm allergic to, and start from scratch. So I started to transition to a plant-based and gluten-free diet. I first gave up meat, followed by seafood, and then gluten, and lastly dairy. Dairy was hard because I really love cheese, but I knew it was time. And after that, all the symptoms that were causing me grief just started to subside and go away. Like the stomach aches, the indigestion, the chronic fatigue, that was gone. And then the skin rashes and the eczema that I had also sort of subsided as well. So till today, I know for a fact that it's, what I was eating and what I was putting into my body was poisoning me. And I definitely am in a better place today. Now I'm going to go into detail as to what I eat within this plant-based and gluten-free diet that I'm on. So I primarily follow a whole foods-based diet, which means I eat foods that are in their natural states with their vitamins and nutrients intact. So I try to limit my intake of processed foods wherever possible, and I buy mostly organic. So like 90% of what I buy is organic, and I eat a ton of organic fruits and vegetables every day, both raw and cooked. And I love salads. I mean, I eat them like there's no tomorrow. And then I really love experimenting and coming up with vegetable-centric recipes such as vegetable stir-fries, soups, stews, and curries. I also love whole grains like oatmeal and brown rice. And as for healthy fats, I tend to lean towards whole food sources such as avocados that are amazing for your skin. Now I tend to eat really clean Monday through Friday, but on the weekends, I just go for whatever I want because life is short and there's no reason to restrict when you're eating 85% clean most of the time. So on the weekends, I love to just give myself a treat. I'll get like a decadent vegan and gluten-free dessert or some sweet potato fries or pizza or whatever. And you know what? I just just enjoy it, and I'm so glad that I have found my balance. So I like to see my food choices as a pleasurable lifestyle which serves my health, which appeals to my senses, and also provides a solid foundation for healthy skin. And I feel that since following a plant-based, gluten-free diet that's very whole foods based as well, my skin has kind of found a happy place that's very optimal for it to thrive and feel its best. Now, one thing I like to clarify here is that I'm not preaching to everyone that you need to follow a similar diet to mine in order to achieve healthy skin. For example, if you're fine with digesting gluten, there's no need to cut it out of your diet, because it doesn't mean that gluten-free is always healthy. Sure, if you're eating gluten-free whole foods, that's healthy. But if you're eating processed foods that are gluten-free, then, that's a whole other story. In fact, gluten-free processed foods are more deadly than processed foods with gluten, because a lot of the times, like these gluten-free, say, cakes or cookies, the store-bought ones, they contain a lot of thickening agents like guar gum, because they're kind of needed to bind the gluten-free flours together, to achieve the same texture and consistency of regular wheat flour. So by eating something like that and ingesting guar gum, it's gonna wreak like havoc, within your intestinal digestive system. Okay, and also a lot of these gluten-free processed foods are laden with sugar, because they try to overcompensate the less than satisfactory texture of these, gluten-free sweet treats. And so they pump a lot of sugar in that stuff to make it taste better. And you're ingesting way more sugar than you should, and that will cause, a lot of inflammation in your body. For me, if I want a sweet treat, I go to my favorite cafe or Erewhon, which is like my favorite grocery store, where they actually bake gluten-free and vegan desserts with minimal ingredients, and they don't use guar gums either. So for me, I am pretty selective about where I get my sweet treats, because that means eliminating a lot of gut issues that I might get, and I just want to enjoy my food. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is that health is wealth. If you want healthy skin, you're gonna have to start looking from within. And it all starts with your immune system and your gut and the kinds of foods that you're feeding it. So the main thing is, whatever diet that you're on, just keep it pure, keep it simple, keep it whole foods based. Feed your skin the right things and it's gonna love you back. It's simple as that. That's really it. That's the secret to having healthy skin. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below or subscribe. I'll see you soon.